great ballad singer Nat King Cole, with his soft velvet voice, influenced a great number of the Jamaican singers during the 50s and 60s, a period when love and sex dominated the lyrics of all the singers.
I'm just a shy guy, wish I was fly guy. Then I could say, baby, baby, I love you. Just like those guys in moving pictures are you.
But whenever I write a song, you know, it always hits.
The legendary and exciting Delroy Wilson.
What do you say your songs are about?
Well, really my songs are love songs, like Jackie said before too.
Why?
Well, just, you know,
You like a lot of women, huh?
you know, so just keep on writing love songs.
They say true love and romance can never die. So that's why most of the artists sing about love.
I don't sing about too much girls. I sing about everyday life I live in. Unity, strength, and love.
Tell them Prince Jasbo, Johnny Clark, Prince Jammy, Jackie Edwards, Lady Lee, Bonnie Lee, the hit maker from Jamaica. King Tubby's studio with a house full of fans. 10 o'clock in the morning, producer Bonnie Lee and the top engineer Prince Jammy work out a new love song with the young up-and-coming vocalist Little Wayne Smith.
Ain't no you without me, ain't no smoke without fire. My love I give to you, your love I receive. Your eyes shine like the stars in the sky. Your teeth, girl, oh so white like the snow. This I want you to know. I don't wanna be the one to say I'm sorry. I don't wanna be the one to say goodbye. I don't wanna be the one to say if I didn't know. You love the moon and I love the sun. You're my angel in the night with love. Love and devotion. Love and devotion. Loving you is a dream come true. But losing you is gonna be like hell.
In the mid-60s, Jamaica was a newly independent island, flexing its muscles. By 1967, ska was on the way. The great Duke Reid, promoter and sound system king, had slowed down the beat, and Rocksteady was born. He said his patrons were getting too old. One of the Duke's young record pluggers for the radio station started his career as a record producer and was on the rise to be one of the greatest producers on the island. Bonnie Lee, alias Striker Lee. He came from Greenwich Farm in the West Kingston area. Seen? His singers sang sweet reggae, songs of love and romance. Jamaica has a heritage of sex and beauty queens that goes back to the time of slavery. During the mid-60s, it paid homage to its black and brown beauties of that era. In Jamaica, everybody wants to have a beauty queen. Jano, the Prime Minister married one, Bob Marley had one, a farmer Miss World no less. And right now, I man could have do with one too, you know. Every Jamaican reggae star considers it his duty to have as many queens as possible as a part of I&I African heritage. Hence, love and romance is the main ingredient of middle-of-the-road reggae music.
dancing mood. I'm in a dancing mood.
Take it over there,
I'm in a
Rob.
dancing mood. I'm in a dancing mood.
Delroy, take it over.
I'm in a dancing mood, yeah. I'm gonna dance all night long.
What's going on? Take it over.
Yeah. Hey, give me now.
Straight from the top there, sir. Yeah, Majesty, put in the punch if you know.
First part wicked, you know.
Right from the top there,
All
Rob.
right, try it.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
I'm in a Dancing Mood was one of Delroy Wilson's biggest hits. Take it, Delroy. Going Night Star. Oh, red light.
I'm in a dancing mood. I'm in a dancing mood, yeah. Yeah. Alright, yeah. I'm in a dancing mood. Oh, yeah. I'm in a dancing mood. I'm in a dancing mood. I'm in a dancing mood. When you feel the beat, you got to move your feet. You got to clap your hands. You got all the soul deep down inside, 'cause you can't hide. Yeah, I'm in a dancing mood. I'm in a dancing mood, yeah. I'm in a dancing mood. I'm in a dancing mood. I'm in a dancing mood. Alright, yeah. I'm in a dancing mood. Oh yeah. I'm in a dancing mood. I'm in a dancing mood. Yeah. Alright, yeah. Yeah, when you feel the beat, you got to move your feet. You got to clap your hands, clap your hands. You got on the soul deep down inside, 'cause you can't hide. You can't hide, you can't hide. I'm in that dancing mood. Oh, let me tell you, I'm in that dancing mood. Yeah, I'm in a dancing mood. Yeah, I'm in a dancing mood. I'm in a dancing mood. I feel like dancing all night long. I feel like skanking all night long. I'm in a reggae mood. I'm in a reggae mood. I'm in a dancing. Yeah, I'm in a dancing mood, yo. I'm in a dancing mood. Yeah, whoa. I'm in a dancing. I'm in a reggae mood. I'm in a reggae mood. I'm in a dancing. I'm in a dancing mood. I'm in a dancing mood, yeah.
Bunny, what sort of music did your mother listen to in her time? Does she remember?
Well, in my mother's days, what it was, Mama? Calypso?
Calypso and mento.
And Menta?
Yeah.
And you listened to a lot of that?
Yeah.
What was it like at that time?
It was always nice. But Mento was the chief.
Do you remember any Mento songs?
Well, at those days, we called it first because quadrille, you know, but now they call it Mento.
Quadrille is a set dance form from 18th century French ballrooms, borrowed by the English court and brought to Jamaica by English plantation owners. It filtered down to the slaves who transformed it by adding a distinctive African bounce quality and lively folk Mento style music mix. Them used to nice it up them style, you know.
You used to go out dancing?
Yeah, I love dancing. I love music.
So that's where Bunny gets his love of music. Did you play music when he was a child?
Yes. I give anything for music.
The magic word is more from the latest Mento band.
The bass and drums are the ingredients of Mento, which mixed in with the ska tempo and the Rasta fusion helped to create the music that is now called reggae. Saying, this fiddle band also has an influence of Irish folk music because Lord Protector Oliver Cromwell sent many thousands of Irish.
Remember the beat?
The beats just a wrong dance.
Right.
Can we hear anything from you, sir? About the music in your
Pop,
time?
the old man. What about music in your time, Pop?
Why? Long time now, you know. I mean, remember nothing more.
Right.
I 70 odd year now.
You must remember something.
You must remember something, Pop. You must have Gene Archer, man, you know. So you must remember something.
I try to remember something.
Yeah.
Yes, was really, really complicated. The one song, one time.
Yeah, Bunny, when did you first get involved with music?
Well, a long time from in the 60s, the early 60s. From in Duke Reed time, I used to be a plugger for Duke Reed, and
What did you used to do?
I used to take the records and take them to the radio station and get them play. Duke Reed, Leslie Kong too, you know.
What do you remember about Duke Reed?
Well, I remember a lot of things about Duke Reed. He gave me the first studio time free that I start with. That was in 1967. But before that, I used to plug a lot of records on the radio for him and coxing.
And then you became a producer.
Yes, in 1967 for myself.
Who was some of the first artists you used?
Some of the first artists was Derek Morgan, Jackie Edwards, Delroy Wilson, Slim Smith.
Can you tell us a bit about Delroy?
Well, Delroy singing a long time, long before I was in the business. He sing for Cox and Dada. I think he's a great artist, you know. As he'll tell you for himself, he can tell you more about himself than me.
What do you say, Delroy? How long you been in the music business?
Well, I started here 1963 in the Christmas time.
Started off. Did you always want to be a singer?
Well, not really direct, you know, but going to school and school folks hear me sing, and everybody crowd around and say I have a beautiful voice, and I must go and try to do some recording. And from there I started with Mr. Coxon, Downbeat.
Oh, you've made a lot of great records.
Yeah, you know, yeah, plenty, a couple of LPs well too.
Did you ever hear Jackie Edwards when you were young?
Yeah, you heard about Jackie.
When did you first start, Jackie?
Well, going back in the 50s sometime. I think, I must say this, that Chris Blackwell, Island Records, I'm one of the first artists. Myself and Owen Gray recorded for that gentleman. And he sent for me in England to further my career. And I stayed here for 11 years. And after that, I decided to come back to Jamaica, and that's when me and Bunny started doing some nice work together.
You ever work with Johnny Clark?
Yes. Yeah, we had a lot of work with Johnny Clark.
So Johnny, what do you say your music is about?
Well, I recorded my first music in 1973, you know, but only just a year after that, I made my first hit record, which was None Shall Escape the Judgment, which I did with Bonnie, you know. And from that, on and on, pure hit music. Right up to
What do you say your songs are about? What you write about?
Well, like, all the time run, you know. See the dread things that really happen day by day, you know. See, and a man like me, you know, who really see so much things, you know, really have a lot like that to write, you know.
Do you write them because you believe in being a Rasta man?
Yeah, and, you know, to what I man really see, you know, day by day, you know, each and every day. If you notice the lyrics.
Funny, what's happening in the reggae scene now?
A lot of things happening in the reggae scene now. Well, the music go right around, you know, because right now is the rocksteady playing, but with a more splash in it in the jump section. What is happening now? We used to do those music in 1967, so you know.
It's really true, you know. You know, they're making beats a little more slow, more spicy, you know. You can rap it more, you know. In Jamaica, you know, they have a dance by the name of Round the World, you know. When the dancer say round the world, you know, you round the world, say that, round the, you know. It's kind of nice, you know.
Jackie, what was the kind of music that influenced you?
Well, I used to call him Mr. Soft long ago. I used to like Nat King Cole. And I said to myself, I'm gonna sound like that man. And I tried it and it worked. But after a while, I decided to switch off and try to create my own style. But even nowadays, if I want to, I can sound just like Nat Cole.
I took a choo-choo-choo-choo fast as I could take.
During the 40s and 50s, Nat King Cole exemplified to all Jamaicans the man with the golden voice, the man who sang of love and romance.
Now is your first move.
Most young singers in Jamaica who sang a talent contest held on Saturday mornings at the Caribbean Regal cinemas and radio shows like Veer John's Talent Hour all tried to imitate the great Nat King Cole and Billy Eckstine. And some, like Jackie Edwards, have made a career singing love songs with that inimitable Nat King Cole touch in his voice.
So pucker up, my sweet, and meet your Waterloo. Come to baby do. me from guessing. Take no time to tease. Stop all your messing. Put your begging baby at ease. I want to love, love, love you just the way I want to love you. I'm gonna try and make you understand. When all is said and done, the one for me is you. Come to baby do. Come a long, long way to kiss you. You'll never know how much I missed you. Stop your teasing. Come to baby do.
From what I can recall, you were the first sort of reggae superstar.
Oh, long ago in the 50s, when I was much younger. I remember those days, and it's all fun. But I think I can still do it again. I'm going after it.
Yeah. What was it like in the old days?
Oh, it was beautiful. You know, I mean, I think at that time we were young in the thing, and a lot of people were young, promoters and everything were young, and it was all exciting. And, you know, a bit younger, and, you know, the kids going to school singing your songs, and it was more fun listening to the radio. We used to have little, what you call it, radio fusion then. And it was nice to listen because you go under a mango tree and the radio fusion is in the tree and you hear you coming over, and it was beautiful. You know, so it was really nice, and it's really good for me now to look back and remember those days and still looking ahead for better days.
Fantastic. Can we just hear one of your new things? Give us a couple of bars.
I will forever want to see your face. Leave me a picture of yourself. I will hang it on my window pane. Now and then I'll talk to it, make believe it's real.
Okay.
Something like that, yeah. It goes more than that, but...
What was your influence, Delroy?
You mean
that you tried to sing like when you first
Well, to be frank, you know, I used to listen like Marvin Gaye, you know, Stevie Wonder, and like Lou Rawls, you know. So, you know, by listening to them, I try to put everything together, you know, for my own kind of style of singing,
something.
you know. You mean like...
Marvin Gaye.
Marvin Gaye, You done me wrong, but still I'm crazy about you, baby. You stay away too long, and I can't do without you. And every chance you get, you seems to hurt me more and more. That's all right.
Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up.
Yeah, keep on.
Would each hurting make my love stronger than before? How flowers grow to rain, but how can my love grow to pain? Ain't that peculiar, baby? Peculiar as can be. Ain't that peculiar, baby? Peculiarity. I said I ain't a peculiar, baby, baby.
Clap him for that. Come on, clap him for that. Nice. It can be done without
Johnny,
backing.
who were the singers that influenced you?
I usually listen Bob Marley stuff, you know. You know, them from long time ska days. Yeah, I man usually penetrate through me, the man will love dance, you know. I like penetrate dance and thing. And it's them kind of music that I usually penetrate, you know.
Are you that I should be mindful of?
During the late 50s and 60s, with a crop of rebel movies coming from Hollywood and teenage rebel singers like Elvis Presley, young Jamaican kids styled themselves as rudies, rude boys who say they're rough and tough. Songs of the periods were Rudies Don't Fear and Johnny Too Bad. Walking down the road with a pistol in your waist, Johnny, you're too bad. You're just robbing and stabbing and looting and shooting, now you're too bad.
It shall be rough, rough and tough on your side. Don't stop lying, don't try to buy the undersea. For the good you do lives after you.
I have all music like Simmer down, what make you so hot, man? Simmer down, you hear what I say, yeah. Simmer down, you hear what I say. Simmer down, yes, the buckle will be hotter. Simmer down, yes, you will get dropped, man. Simmer down, you hear what I say.
Great.
It's really cool, you know. Yeah, them style it. Yeah.
Jammy, Jasper, what are you gonna sing for us?
Well, I'm gonna talk something for you, man.
Let's hear your...
Yeah, well, I'm gonna talk, you see. I'm gonna talk about the great king, His Majesty, Haile Salassie I. I was glad when they said unto I and I, come let us go into the house of the Lord God, the Rastafari. And I'll say not more on that right now, till more time, yeah? You never hear this tune, I say. The life in a jailhouse no sweet. Say if you is a chief, I'm gonna look something for thief. Say whether a cash or something to eat. Be careful of the cold concrete. Here's the compata now. Here's the compata. Nobody play stunt. You lie down pan bunk. Say face Babylon, come for give you 2 conch. The life in a jailhouse no sweet. It's that I come with now for the future, yeah? Alright.
Do you remember if your husband remembering?
Do you remember anything now? No, his memory goes and comes. He's about 78 now, so you have to.
But you like the music today, Pop?
That's such a long time I don't even remember.
Sometimes
you like the music today?
When the music take him now, you see him rock to the music.
Yes.
You understand? That means it's sweet him.
Do we know? But basically, no care what the music changed to, you still have to have that ska guitar in it, that riff, that keep it up, or the piano. So it's still ska, it's still the foundation of the whole thing. Oh, yeah. No care what the music change, even the old time ska, we still, with the present day rock steady or reggae, we still have to put in that ska guitar in it. That is the whole backbone of the whole thing. If you don't have that in it, it's not reggae at all.
Some plant is a corn down a gully, and it beer till it kill poor Sammy. Sammy dead, Sammy dead, Sammy dead, oh. Sammy dead, Sammy dead, Sammy dead, oh. And no teeth, Sammy teeth, make them kill him. And no teeth, Sammy teeth, make them kill him. But a grudgeful, yes, a grudgeful, make them kill him. But a grudgeful, yes, a grudgeful, make them kill him.
Yeah, well, how do you think?
The first man that talk about ska out here was a Man, I don't think them even mention him name. Clue J and the Blues Busters. That was the name of his band. And one day, he was trying to get the guitarist to play something, and him say, make the guitar go skia, skia, skia. And that's the way the skia name did born, you know, because we used to copy the American blues in those days, you know. And Clue J come up with the name and it take on. Seemed like with reggae. And Rocksteady. Rocksteady was a bad man in Jamaica named Buzz B. Him used to dance all around here, and him used to just come in the dance, and when it started play, the first Rocksteady tune was a tune with Dirk Morgan named Rudy's Don't Fear, and him just start rock steady, and it reached the radio with Ratcliffe Butler, and the name was born. Seemed like in the reggae thing. Is a man just ball out one day we having a session, say, make the organ go reggae, reggae, and the name. And everybody claims the name and them don't even know how it started. Right? Yes, and another thing I'd like to get it plain to some of the people all over the world. My ball is not Rasta Talia people own this music. It starts from the ballad people. Right? So I want them to know, so music is music. It's not Rasta alone. Right? Do reggae music. It's not them control it. Right? Everybody that can sing to have the music in them.
You know? And I'm here to do what I can with it. You know, I'll be sticking with money. Ian really knows the type of music that I was away from for a long time. That we call roots music, yard music. If you get away from that, it's not good unless, well, maybe you get in big hands. And if you even get in big hands, you mustn't leave the roots.
What's the roots composed of?
Roots mean that you still go around the little studios and talk to the guys, and you're going and you listen to what music playing. You keep with it and don't let the feel. There's a certain feel in the roots music that if you lose it, you're losing a lot in the business. So you have to go around and mix and listen, ask questions, and keep with the music. If you go abroad, right, if you go abroad and live a different way, you lose it.
Even attend some of some of the dances
you have to see
around the place, you know, and watch what the younger folks, how they're moving to the music, you know.
Definitely.
You know, you can't lose the roots at all, you know.
Yeah, you have to take a lot of time. Yeah. Go to dances, go to clubs, go to studios,
see what's going on,
see what's happening, because the music can change overnight on you. Yeah. Just one guitar, maybe one change, and you're doing old music. You have to know what's happening.
What's going on?
Yeah. I think the old man will remember You're My Sunshine. He was a Gene Archer fan. You know, in the 40s when I was a baby. So, Pop, you remember that one? You're My Sunshine?
I can't remember it long enough.
Yeah. You remember Irene Goodnight?
Yes,
okay, let's sing Irene Goodnight.
Yeah.
Okay, Jackie, start.
Irene, good night, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene, good night, Irene. I see you in my dream.
No, everybody sings soft.
Irene, good night, good night. Irene, good night, good night. Good night, Irene, good night, Irene. I see you in my dream.
Hi, Jack.
That was good. Yeah. Nice, yeah. Yeah.
Jackie Edwards is one of the vocal pioneers and composers of the Jamaican popular music. He had a string of hits in the late 50s and 60s with his cool rendition of love songs.
Carry on.
Henry, you have to change. The wrong that you do will always follow you. Margarita, you left crying. You're a bad, bad boy. Angelita, you left crying. You're a bad, bad boy. Sonia, you left crying. You're a bad, bad boy. Monica, you left crying. Henry, you're a bad, bad boy. Henry, you have to change. The wrong that you do will always follow you. Carry on, Henry. Henry, you are laughing now. Take my advice, look into your life. Now I say carry on, Henry, carry on. You'll meet on your match one day. Carry on, Henry, carry on. What goes up comes down, I say. Carry on, Henry, carry on. You'll run where you must come down. Carry on, Henry, carry on. That's not the way to prove you're a man. Henry, you are laughing now. Take my advice and look into your life. Carry on. Carry on. Leave the girls alone. Henry, Margarita, you left crying. You're a bad, bad boy. Angelita, you left crying. You're a bad, bad boy. Sonia, you left crying. You're a bad, bad boy. Monica, you left crying. Henry, you're a bad, bad boy. Henry, go home, leave all the girls, leave them all alone. Carry on, Henry. Carry on. Why won't you leave the girls alone? Henry. Carry on, Henry. Carry on, Henry. Carry on, Henry. One fine day, boy, you gonna pay. Stick to one girl. Enjoy the world. Why won't you leave all the girls? Carry on, Henry. Carry on, carry on. One fine day, Henry, you're gonna fall down. Hear the words I say. Carry on, Henry. Carry on.
Oh. Now here comes Johnny Clark in a different style. Some call it flyers, some call it straightforward. Emphasis is on the hi-hat and the bass drum. Check it.
Jaja in them in there. Jaja in them in there. Let's sing a joyful song unto Jah and enter into his gates with praise. With praise, with praise. If God is for us, who can be against us? God of the man who helps himself. So put your shoulder to the wheel. Jaja in them in there, 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 Jaja in them in there. Oh, oh, oh. Jaja in them in there, Jaja in them in there, Jaja in them in there, yes him in them in there, yes him in them in there. Shalimali, 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 shalimali. Shalimali, 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 shalimali. Shalimali, 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 shalimali. None shall escape the judgment in this time. These words I sing to all mankind. None shall escape the judgment in this time. These words I sing to all mankind. Arise, black man, Jehovah has come forward into Babylon. Yeah, to declare equal rights and justice among the heathen. Yes, the weak must fall, only the righteous shall stand. In this congregation of Jehovah One, anything just say, I will always do. Anything just say, I will always do, because I love him. Oh, because I love him. I love him, I'll serve him all the days of my life. In the house of the Lord, God Rastafari. I love him, I'll serve him all the days of my life. In the house of the Lord, God Rastafari. Oh, 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 oh. Shalimali, 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 shalimali. Shalimali, 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 shalimali. As I approach the gates of Zion, I can hear the choir singing. As I approach the gates of Zion, I can hear the choir singing. I love him, I'll serve him all the days of my life. In the house of the Lord, God Rastafari. I love him, I'll serve him all the days of my life. In the house of the Lord, God Rastafari. Shalimali, Shaliman, 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 Shaliman. None shall escape the judgment in this time. These words I sing to all mankind. None shall escape the judgment in this time. These words I sing to all mankind. Oh no, 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 no. Yeah.
All right, the other one, John.
Funnily works out of the great King Tubby studio, number 18 Jamley Avenue in Kingston 11. King Tubby built his first amplifier in 1962, and in the late 60s, he built the biggest sound system on the island. His hometown, King Tubby's Hi-Fi, became the most revolutionary sound system of all time. His greatest innovation was the introduction of drum and bass versions on the flip side of every record. And this was how dub was born.
Well, this one is a new pre-release by Junior Reid. It's called Jailhouse Rock, produced by Prince Jammy. Go ahead and start.
It was a dreadful day. Babylon, take me away, 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 away.
Dub is the instrumental rhythm track, an unobstructed rhythm without words, with the emphasis on the bass. Sound effects and echo in particular are used a lot. It is a naked dance rhythm, and the engineer and the producer have become the acknowledged artists of dub.
Try catch the guitar in the soul of it, yeah? Yeah. Cause the guitar soul of the wicked Rasta. Yeah, you know? Number one. Number one, scan.
A Prince Jammy living dub version. Everybody tries to keep Bunny happy, and the hits coming. Take two.
Sexy Sandy. Whenever I'm near you, Sandy, you make me feel sexy. You make me feel irate. I'm feeling it. How about you, Sandy? Do you feel it too? The feeling is mutual. Tell me, you're my kind of honey. You're my kind of honey. I'm feeling it. How about you, Sandy? Do you feel it too? Sandy, I'm waiting. Won't you say one little something? Tell me now, all that I see. Sandy, I love you. You're like a dream come true. Come to me, give to me all that I see. Whenever I'm near you, Sandy, the flowers grow softly. The night comes out brightly. I'm feeling it. How about you, Sandy? Do you feel it too? Oh, baby. Oh, Sandy. Love me. The feeling is mutual, Sandy. Tell me you love me, Sandy. Tell me you want me, Sandy. Sexy Sandy, you are my baby. Sexy Sandy, you are my honey. I'm feeling I love. I'm feeling like loving Sandy. Oh, Sandy.